Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Zelp and today we're going to play some more Magic Chess from Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and today's objective is to test the recommended system that the game have, and we'll talk more about it as we play because one game does usually take quite a while. So let's start. So as always, I'm going to be as detailed as possible and also share my thought processes so that in case this is the first time you've seen this game or been here the first time and haven't seen my previous videos, at least you wouldn't be too lost and you know what is going on and why I do the things that I do. Yeah. So at the start, you're going to see a bunch of numbers. Just pick any number that you want. It really doesn't matter. Each one's going to be tied to 3 different heroes. If you're lucky, you get the hero that you want. If you're not, then I guess you just have to either sell them, get the goal, or re-roll, or just use them for a time being and then trade them off with something else. So because we've done multiple different types of builds before, I'm actually going to try and do something that is not so common, something that we have yet to see, and I'm still not really sure what that is going to be yet. So we're going to just play what we can. I am kind of avoiding the weapon masters, the dragons, the assassins, simply because we did those builds before in a different video, so I don't want to repeat, so that you guys can see different synergies and also learn a little bit more if you're new to the game. Now technically I'm also kind of relatively new because I only started like maybe a month ago, but I've been playing very often. I feel like often enough to be pretty decent or know enough about the game. I think I have an idea of a build that I want to go for. It's probably going to be a what do you call? It's probably going to be a wrestler build. Okay, so what you want to do if you have an idea of a certain build that you want to go for, first thing is you want to get as many of those particular synergies. So right now we're trying our best to find wrestlers, and once we have enough wrestler, we can actually go into the recommended tab. So it's actually right over here. It says recommended lineup. Click on that and it shows you a list of what he thinks that you should go for based on your current characters that you have, current minions that you have. So I feel like this system is really good. I don't really advise just using the system though, simply because I feel like it's just a lot more fun to be playing, to be coming up with your own ideas and things. Okay, so right now we have a wrestler. We also have this temporary synergy for the goal. I talked about this in a previous video. It gives you, it gives you 1 to 3 goal at the end of each round. So maybe you can get a little bit more. You do want to keep your money, your goal, try to be above 20 or at least at 20, simply because for every 10 goal you're gonna get 2 interest. That means at 20 goal you're gonna get 4, but it's capped at 4, so having 30 doesn't give you 6, it still gives you 4. So you kind of want to have a minimum of at least 20, and that is what we're trying to go for. Okay, that's another wrestler, so we're gonna keep that. Okay, let's see what the lineup is going to show us when we click on it. So there is a wrestler Celestial build, there's a wrestler Northernville, which is not bad as well. I feel like going for the simpler one, the one with less minions, is actually good because you have more space to roll them to make them even stronger. But I am really curious about the wrestler Celestial build, simply because if you look at wrestler synergy, at 6 wrestlers you have a 55% chance to stun enemies for 2 seconds, which is really relatively long for a short round like this. And Celestial is that when you have 4, all heroes gain 25% attack speed. So wrestlers, in my opinion, they benefit a lot from attack speed. If you can attack really quickly, then you're going to have a higher probability of stunning the enemy over and over again. So in that sense, it's just so good to have like speed on wrestlers. Over here I took an item that actually basically gives you, or gives a minion, the wrestler synergy. So this guy is not a wrestler, but because he has this item, he becomes a wrestler. So he now also could, if you look over here, he could also have a 15% chance to stun an enemy for 2 seconds. If I have 4 wrestlers out, then he's gonna have a 30% chance to stun. So he basically carries the benefit of being a wrestler as well. So far so good. And okay, so we actually haven't finished yet. So once you pick the one that you want, you click equip. Okay, so you can, so once you decided which one you want, you click equip, and you'll see this icon on every single sort of like recommended character that you take in. So I'm gonna show you in just a minute. I think we are okay. Let's just wait for the round to end, waiting for the other players to end their rounds. Okay, so over here you see those that are recommended, there will be a thumbs up. All you have to do is just click on them. It's as simple as that. And in a weird way, I can actually give you certain guidelines to play this almost like a no-brainer. Like if you just follow the guidelines, you might actually win. And the idea here is to, you know what, I almost want to put it in. The idea here is just to keep looking, right? Keep your goal above 20. Scroll through, look for the recommended, click it in, take it in. Once your hand is full, buy levels. For every level that you gain, you can put more characters on your board. So right now I'm level 4. This is why I can only put 4 characters on the board. But if I reach to level 5, I can put 5 characters on the board. And that is how that works. Right? So yeah, just rinse and repeat. Do that over and over again. The only other thing that might affect your game is the way you position your characters. Also maybe the items that you choose during the fate box, and also maybe during other like over here when you fight minions, when you fight creeps, they will also ask you to pick items, and those are also another thing that you might get wrong sometimes. Okay, I'm actually gonna sell this out here. I feel like in goal wise we are actually quite healthy, so I'm going to put this guy in. Maybe not just yet, because putting this guy in is going to make us really strong, and we kind of want to keep our health a little bit on the low side so that we can get capacity on this fate box. So this is like the stages, it goes over and over, and then we want to get fate box over there. So let's try and hold on right here. Okay, and then here you get to choose what items you want. Currently I'm going for Celestial and Fist, so we can actually use this for one of our Celestial unit, but this is actually really good though, so I'm going to use it instead. Okay, we are going to give it to our tank. She is somewhat good at fighting, and also good at tanking because she has a lot of health. However, the drawback for her, in my opinion, is that her damage output is still not as good as certain other characters. So having her, there you go, there's the stun, nice. It also seems like she can heal herself at some point. Yeah, she does have a life steal, physical life steal 30% when losing first health bar. Oof. So that makes her kind of a good tank. Okay, again, take the recommended. We have a lot of gold, so let's just keep going a little bit more. We kind of won that round even though we didn't really want to. Okay, looks like we are not having much of a luck. Okay, we still have a lot of gold, so we're gonna keep rolling. Okay, we are having a full set of hand. Now I don't recommend rolling right away. Like, I mean, I don't recommend buying level right away. Roll until you see something that you need and there's no space. The reason why is because sometimes if you find something that could make, let's say this one, combine, then you will have a slot. So you don't really need to purchase a level in that sense. However, purchasing level has its benefit and also flaws. For example, this spawn rate of the different rarity of the minions that you come across is tied to your level. The higher your level, the higher chance you get really good ones, but also the lower chance you get the common ones. And sometimes you're trying to get the common ones to, let's say, 3-star, then you might not be able to do that. Okay, so in this case, I don't really want him. I feel like we are somewhat in the mid game. We don't want to have too many of the lower level types. Okay, so by taking this, we have an extra slot now. So again, we don't really need to purchase a slot currently. Buy this, nice. We actually have a 3-star Masha right now because we have 1 in the field and 2 2-stars at the back. So after this round, it's gonna turn into a 3-star. And straight away, you can see that we have a lot of slots now. So we can just continue on and keep rolling. There you go, another recommended. So eventually we're gonna sell this owl, which is why I am not. Oh, actually we can sell him now, because this is the fate box. I hope I get it. This get capacity is really useful. If you don't take it, I'll take it. There you go. So getting capacity, I said this multiple times in previous video, you get to put an extra minion on the field. What that means is that you increase the overall health, the overall damage, and also you get, when you play something out, you also allow for an extra slot. See, if I play this out, I have an extra slot. So therefore, it's like multiple reasons why you kind of want that. So I'm going to sell this guy, put this one in. We're going to try and turn the tables now that we have the item that we kind of want, which is get capacity. We don't really need to keep our, what do you call, our health low anymore, because that is the main item that I'm sort of like looking for. Okay, right now just buying all the recommendeds. See where that kind of take us. Because after all, this video is sort of a test to see how good their recommended is. At 26, I would roll one more time, but that's pretty much it. Okay, nice, winning this one. Let's see if we can keep this up and get a winning streak. You get more goals when you're on a streak. So let's say I have a winning streak of 3, therefore I get an extra 2 gold per round. And then if you have higher winning streak, you can actually get even more. Okay, looking for recommended. 2 more of this. Martis his name. And we can actually get a 3-star of that as well. I saw something. Nice. Okay. Let's see if we can somehow further buff something. Nope, nothing much. Go Marsha. Oof, come on Marsha, you can do it. There's the immunity. So yeah, let me explain the item that I gave Marsha. So Marsha's item is, it increases her physical attack, and when her HP goes down less than 30%, it becomes immune to all physical damage for 2 seconds. And not forgetting that she can life steal, so therefore she will actually start gaining life after when that hits. So yeah, then after that she has a little bit more health to be tanking, I guess. Yeah, this is a creep fight. Usually creeps are not as strong and challenging as players. Also one of the reasons why creeps are somewhat strong and challenging is because of my rank. It's relatively high. It's not like over the roof high, but most of the players that I play with, they all know what they're doing. They either have a build in mind, they kind of already have a very efficient way of doing things. So for me to be forcing a build is usually harder to showcase sometimes. Okay, so being wrestlers, attack speed is very important. I'm going to take this one. This one gives you attack speed and it also does 4% of the maximum health on something. Oopsie, let's see. I'm going to give it to Marsha. Oh, yeah. By default, you already gave it to Marsha. Well done. Let's see what else we can put out. Spending gold. I love spending money. Oh, I really want this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this mirror device to him so that we have a 3-star so that I can purchase this guy. Okay, so now that we have the slot, we can actually at 25, I don't feel comfortable rolling. In case we get another Gato Kacha. Yeah, in case we get another one, I won't be able to purchase him and still have 20 gold because rolling is 2 gold. So that will leave only 3 gold. He costs about 5 gold. So I'm not gonna roll. I'm gonna wait one more of Martis, and we have a 3-star Martis, which is really good. Okay, let's do it now. Nice. Come on. Oof. Yeah. 7. Actually, if we can play him out somehow, we will actually have a relatively easier time. I'm actually gonna play this one. There you go. So Celestial. Now that we have 4, all heroes is going to increase attack by 25. Before, when we didn't have 4, the synergy doesn't work on others, so it only works on the Celestial heroes. But now that we have 4, every single one of it, this means Marsha also has an extra 25% attack speed, which greatly increases our DPS. Nice. Okay, so we have some gold. Let's just roll a little bit. You know what, the round's about to end, so let's just let it end first. You kind of want to get used to the timing, because if you were to roll and the round ends exactly the same time, but you first, then you won't be able to click fast enough, even if you see something that you want, if that makes sense. So okay, got another 2-star. We're gonna replace this with this guy, right? And then we gain another synergy over here, right? We are still 1 wrestler away from having 6 wrestlers, and if we have 6 wrestlers, you guys know the drill. It's going to have that synergy where it gives you 55% chance to stun for 2 seconds, which is huge. I'm gonna take this item for some extra lifesteal. I might actually give it to Marsha. Let's just see how things go, because currently I feel like Marsha might be the most deserving one. She is a 3-star, and oh, maybe I'll give it to Martis. Let's just see who has what. Oh, by default it's given to Marsha. Marsha is a green star. I mean, this is a white. This is basically common and uncommon. Okay, so let's go through again. I kind of want to buy a slot just so that I can put another wrestler. We have another wrestler over here that is of a different type, so technically I can actually gain this bonus if I want to by purchasing a level, but at the same time I want to stick to sort of like the outline or the plan that I sort of like gave you guys, where I only buy level if I really need to put a minion out of my hand, for example, because I don't have enough slots. So right now, since I still have slot, I want to keep rolling and not bother too much about my level. And also, since we're winning, we're not really in a desperate stage to be going all out or anything like that. But I would like to say that from what I can see, it seems like it's doing really well, and this particular synergy is really good because of all the attack speed that comes with it. Okay, we still have 1 slot left, right? So right now we don't have any slot. If we come across something, we might actually need to purchase a level, but then again, we don't have enough to purchase a level and still maintain a 20 gold status amount. So we're gonna just stop right here and take a look and see what's happening. There you go. This is the, so this guy is a summoner, right? Summoner over here, you can see his ability, he summoned these turrets over here that shoots. The longer he survives, the more he's gonna summon, and they don't go off. It's not like they have a time limit, so there's just gonna be more and more turrets if they don't kill this one quickly. So it's also a great synergy, and having being Celestial makes him attack even faster, so therefore he regenerates his mana even faster. Just like overall, just so good. Okay, so right now I want to purchase this. We'll buy a level so that we can put this guy in, and then we can purchase this. Now we have the wrestler. I'm gonna move this guy over here, and actually this one outside. The reason why I like to put the range all the way inside, because he doesn't need to come all the way out. Whereas something else like a wrestler is melee, he has to come all the way out, move 1 whole round in order to get in range. And sometimes if the range 1 character is not moving and is attacking from here and he's surrounded, he can actually get stuck and not be able to come out. So just something to take note of. Oof. what do I take? Damage immunity. I feel like this might be a better choice. We will give it to, let's try giving it to this one. So yeah, let's just try that. Okay, looks like we are still full. Do I want to roll? I'm actually not too sure. Should I roll or not? If we continue doing this, I will actually sell off anything that I have that is a common. So these two, I might actually sell them off first. Considering that it's getting hard to get these to 3-star, whilst these who are blue, rare, chances of getting them is still within the 30%. So I feel like it's still not too bad. Go Marsha. No, Marsha's down. Go you. Nice. Well played. This guy can potentially be a carry. I've seen people focusing on him and giving him items as well. So it's really not a bad character to be building around, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what else do we get. Nope, not enough space, so here comes the cell. Oh, there you are. And another wrestler, nice. But we need another slot in order to play her, so not so soon. Okay, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. 2 more of the D-Ruff, and we're gonna get a 3-star. Very good. We also have this ability that we haven't used yet called Block, and what that does is that it negates 1 whole round of damage. So if I lost this and I don't want to take damage, I can just click this and I don't take damage, which is really useful. Better than its default that kind of just adds 10 health. Okay. Scrolling through, looking for things to upgrade. I really want to upgrade my legendary, but looks like, oh, okay, since we have a slot, we'll buy him back. Oh wow, what are the chances? What? Okay, 2 more of this and we actually get him to maxed out. In a weird way, we kind of went full circle and tried to get him back again, but we wouldn't know if we could have gotten this far. So selling him before is still the right choice, in my opinion. Ooh, this is interesting. No, Marsha gone down. Okay, it's him and her again. Nice. Oh, he actually died too. But the minions does count as in the minions that was summoned by that minion does count as a separate, what do you call separate, I guess extra minion. So they all have to die in order for you to be considered losing. So considering that he is doing so well, I'm actually gonna purchase this, which allows him to stay immune to damage or physical damage for 25 seconds. He also heals for 25 health. Yeah, so giving him this particular item hopefully makes him even stronger. Let's keep rolling. Oh, okay, 2 more of that. Alright, we don't have much time. Let's just see what happens. Now, if you look at the side, you can see who's fighting with who. Because there's only 3 of us left. So what happens is that they will make a mirror image for the last guy to fight with. So in this case, so happens that I'm the mirror image that was created to fight with this guy called Dimas Babut. Huh. So far, really good. Like the recommended, I don't see a problem with it. But then again, if you know this build, you can just still go for it the way you want to. You don't really have to use the recommended system. But from what I can see, it works. It's great. No complaints. 2. Oh boy. Do I have a device? I do. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this 2 out so that I can buy this 2 in. I'm going to trade this over here and then put this one over. Ah, do I have enough time? I do. Relax, relax. Okay, and then put this 2 back. Whew, that was so close. Basically what I did there was I moved them out in the field so that I have slots on my hand so that I can use the mirror device to create an illusion. An extra minion. Now that extra minion has to be created onto your hand. So if your hand does not have any slot, it will not be able to be created. And basically that's what it is. Oh boy, I might actually lose this. The dragon team, which I did kind of like make a video before, is really strong. So I think I might even need to go somewhat all out here. Oh boy, this is so hard. Oh, this is a fight with, who do I sell though? This is 1 minion away from 3 stars, so definitely not gonna sell him. This one is still 3 minions away. He is a rare. This one is also 3 minions away. He's rare. I think I'm gonna sell one of these. I think the archer might actually be more useful in this case, but he's still it's kind of a close range. Dragon. I need to think. Oh, we have a nice. Okay, I'll get this one instead. Okay, I know what to do. I'm gonna give this guy the device so that we get our 3 star, and then after I roll for the others, because if this guy gets the 3 star, we'll have extra 3 slot, and that's not gonna be too much of a problem. All right. Okay, now we roll as much as we can. Nice, nice, another 3 star. Thank God I didn't sell her, right? And this one, potential 3 star. Oh, one more. Nope. Okay, no point going further, because even if I get something really good right now, it wouldn't help this particular round. So I'll just like wait. Maybe you can do it later. Looks like things are actually turning not too bad. Now the problem here is this girl, 1-1. She is really tough to kill. Like you see, her ability kind of keeps her immune to damage because she's jumping up, and she's one of those late games that is very annoying to deal with. Oh, who's gonna win this? Yeah. Thank you very much. So we won this using the recommend system. I guess if you're new to this game, you don't know what's what, you don't know what to pick, just choose a faction. Let's say you want to go for assassin, pick a few assassin, and then look through the recommended lineups, which one you think that is good or which one you feel like clicking. Just click equip and then just click on all the thumbs up. That's it. However, there is still some knowledge required on what items to take, I guess, and also which character to give to, and also your arrangement. Okay, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.